I call the October 9th meeting of the Richmond Parks and Recreation Board to order. Mission for the Richmond Parks and Recreation Board. Parks and Recreation Board provides for the positive development and well-being of the Richmond community through the provision of parks, greenways, and trails, recreational programming, and facilities while working in cooperation with other service providers and partners in the community to maximize all available resources. We have no guests. You want to entertain a motion to amend to include item A?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Need to, everybody read the minutes from the last meeting? Entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Administration report.
Today we had an all-staff meeting. We called that Donuts with Denise. And we went through some information on park projects. We are kind of coordinating all the projects that we're going to be doing October, November, and December. And we're just inventorying those, how much they're going to cost us for the remainder of the year and who they're assigned to. So we're just kind of gathering that information. So we're taking care of that. We're also talking about events and all the events that are happening from now until the remainder of the year, so everybody's on the same page. We also did some celebration of some of the past projects and some good news that we received. We also talked a little bit about the budget and some of the things that has transpired so that the team knows what's going on. So we talked a little bit about that as well. And all in all, great staff meeting. I just wanted to just give a shout out to the park team for not only what they do each and every day, but the motivation behind it and their continued support of the parks and just their just participation in everything they do. They also kind of just came up with some ideas as we go forward for some different things, and all in all, great team to work with each and every day. So I just wanted to give them a shout out.
Okay. Any comments or questions?
Well, I guess the real question is the one that Bill talked about shortly, but that'll come up in council.
Right, and just to give the board a perspective on the timeline now as a new budget is going to council, and Bill might want to talk a little bit more about that as our liaison, but there is and there will be a new budget coming before the council by end of business tomorrow. That budget will also be reviewed by me tomorrow, and so I will review that as well, and then a finance committee will be meeting, I presume, by Tuesday to discuss that as well. And then there'll be another committee as a whole meeting on the 15th at 7 p.m., which I know that was discussed in the public meeting at council. So, that will be taking place here in council chambers at 7 p.m. on the 15th. Not really sure what that looks like. Haven't done this before. So, that'll be up to the finance chair on how that's ran. And then the budget will go back to council on the 20th for public hearing. And so that's opened up again for public hearing on the 20th. And then there'll be a special meeting for adoption on the 31st, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the next Monday.
I think that pretty well covers it. I don't really have much to add other than this will be a very difficult year for the city and for this 26 budget. This will be very hard.
Any comments?
Thank you.
Okay. Did you have anything you wanted to report for Jim?
Let's see, we did talk a little bit about some of the projects that we have done, and one of the things he did have in his report, I'll just make note about, was our Middle Fork restroom redo. We repaired that restroom, looks great. We had new walls, roof, doors, siding, and yeah, it's looking great. I asked for it to be repaired by the 27th of September, in which it was. And we just have some painting left to do. New siding, new doors, new walls, new roof. I mean, they basically built a new restroom. So the techs did a wonderful job there. We had some ceilings falling in. The roof was really bad. But again, thanks to some creativity and resources that we have on our team, we were able to make this happen at the reservoir. So he did allude to that on his report. And obviously, the service center closed for the season on the 30th. And so he did say that obviously he wanted to thank the team there at the service center for all they did. People can keep their boats until October 30th. So you'll still see boats out there, and they'll still have access to the restrooms and such. So, and then Veterans Parade will take place on November 8th. He oversees that event as well, and the route will be along East Main, starting at 12th. So we'll head to west to 5th Street. You can pick up an application at the VFW, or you can go online, or you can come to the Parks Department. If you have any questions, just call 983-PARK. We'll take care of you. And they also have some applications at Post 65. So just let us know. We want you in the parade. Support our veterans, for sure. This is why we do it. And they're very special to the Parks Department. And we want to make sure that we showcase that in this parade and continue it.
Emma, do you want to talk anything about some financials?
I just had a couple of corrections on here that I wanted to point out. The GL line for the reservoir boat storage isn't typically used, but for some reason, $20 got put in there. So that is corrected. And then for Highland Golf player fees, that one, somehow funds got put in that. So that is corrected as well, because that's not a usual account that's used. So in doing this and other things, I have found that there are certain things that aren't getting put where they need to be. So I'm going through now with a fine-tooth comb and making sure that things are going where they're supposed to be going. Even more so now. So there will possibly be more corrections. I don't think they're going to be very big. Like this one's, like the boat storage is $20. But as you see where we are now, every cent counts. So we want to make sure everything reflects where it's supposed to be. And then an update on the auction items. Even though the auction's over, I have been told that it does take a little bit of time for the funds to get to where they belong. So we might not see that for a little while, but we did do very well in the auction.
Okay.
We estimate about $8,500 into our miscellaneous funds.
Oh, good.
Nice, very good. If I may, would you send us a revised copy of the finances when you correct them, have them corrected? Is that a possibility?
Yes. They will be possibly
They'll be
evolving.
corrected for next month, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah, they'll be updated by then.
that's probably good enough then.
Okay, yeah, and I can do them sooner. I just want to make sure I get as many corrected as I can before then.
Sure.
So I can definitely get them.
If there's anything significant, let us know. That's all, I
And
guess.
She has to work with finance,
Yeah.
that when she finds that they've put it and receipted into the wrong account, then she has to go through a process to ask them.
Change the ledger
Correct.
and.
Yeah, so
it
sometimes if I
lines
find a
up.
couple, I wait and send them a couple at a time, so then they can just work on it. So then I don't bombard them with like 3
Yeah.
different emails at a time. So if I get a few at a time, then I can send you an updated one after those maybe. And then that way
Yeah, just if there's anything major. If
Okay.
it's nickels and dimes, we're not
Right.
going to worry about
Right.
it.
Okay.
Understandable.
Yep,
Yeah.
no problem. I can do that.
Any other comments or questions? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Becky, did you have anything you wanted to say?
I try not to. Can't help it. Well, we're still growing. We got 5 new members already in October to add, so we're at 405 members right now, which is good. If you
New
haven't-
members.
New members, yes.
Specify that.
I'm sorry. Brand new members, and we're
There you go.
still growing. They just keep coming in, which is great. We have a beautiful wreath that was created by Cheryl and Marla, and it honors all of the veterans that served that are part of the senior center. It's extraordinary, and they upcycled things that they found around the center and turned it into really, and we have it hung in our hallway too, because we felt like we needed to honor veterans, because a lot of people forget that we have all these choices because somebody else chose to stand on the wall. So we have that up. Bethany Bold from the seminary is now joined with us, and they're doing things with us. We are adding a collage club class. India Cruz Griffin is going to come down and once a month do something with people, which I'm very excited about. And let me see what else. Oh, we're doing field trips. We have one scheduled. It's going to sound funny, but we have one scheduled to go to the Earlham Museum, because a lot of us haven't been there since we were younger, or we took our kids or grandkids, and now it's time to go back. So when everybody comes back to visit, we have a place to go say, let's go see the giant sloth. And so we're going to revisit that it's easy to walk and get in and see stuff. We're touring Bethany. We're going to make plans to tour the Model T Museum, the Wayne County, and Levi Coffin. And the whole idea is not only to reacquaint people with places we've been, but hopefully when they need volunteers, it's easy for someone to say yes because they've been in there and they said, oh, I can do that. I can stand here, or there's a seat here. So we just want to stitch ourselves back in the community. It worked well when we went to Civic Hall, because now we have members volunteering there. So we thought we'd just spread ourselves all over. Let's see. Oh, we're doing a whole series of things on budgets and what to do. A lot of people have lost a partner or a spouse in the last year, and when you go from one income that was based on 2 Social Security checks and retirement, and you go down to 1, you're not always prepared for that. That's just the reality. So we're having people come in. We're going to be doing a budgeting class with them. We also had hospice this week, not to talk about how to die efficiently, but rather how to live, and the questions we should be asking each other, and that was very effective. And we have insurance people. We have our 3rd one coming next week, because we know insurance is changing completely, and I want people to be aware of the questions they need to ask. Because a lot of times we grow up thinking it's all the same, and someone says, you want to leave everything the same, and you say yes because you just do. And now we have to go back to school and say, well, what about this? So we're doing classes to educate people so that when it opens October 15th, they're prepared and they know what questions to ask. So honestly, we're still having fun. We're going to do something in December. I'm meeting with the Hagerstown Nettle Creek Players about doing a radio play and reading it, because, of course, we don't want to memorize it and have to put costumes on. But reading a play and doing that in December and inviting people in to hear how good we are. And last week, a group of seniors, they call themselves the Geriatric Geniuses. They went down to Roscoe's and did the trivia night, and they came in second. And their
Nice.
goal is next month to come in first. So,
Tell them good job.
yeah. So do you have any questions?
I just make one statement, I guess, and I'd like to offer my services if you would like them. I'm the historian for the Richmond Rose Garden, and I know a lot about Hills Roses and E.G. Hill. If you would like
I
a
would
presentation
love
at
that
some point.
presentation, because I also send members that sometimes people can't afford to do a burial plot or all of the things that we just take for granted. And your Rose Garden Walk, the Memorial Walkway, I tell them about that and how to buy a brick, and that their names are still read out loud, whether someone knows them or not, and how good that is. I would love for you to just send me an email or call me, and I will schedule you.
Okay, because
You're-
I can do one or the other. They're 2 half-hour presentations.
We could have you come more than once, and then we could
With
do it.
PowerPoint. and
Yeah,
so
I would
forth.
love that. And we have a 70-inch TV with an HDMI cord.
Okay.
And I don't know how to hook it up, but you
And I have a
do, so,
computer that it fits on and.
Yeah, I would love
presentation.
that. And I
Okay.
forgot, there's one exciting thing that's happening October 29th. You're all invited to come if you want. We have this great honor that Myers and their employees are donating to us $5,000. And so it's a donation, and they're coming in, and I love the money coming in. Definitely, we can use it for our programming, but the part I love is that somebody from Myers did an activity at the senior center and had a great time and began talking about it, and then more people came to look, and they thought we were worthy, so.
Tell us
I'm
the
excited.
time again, and
The time is October 29th, which is a Wednesday. It's at 2:30, and we're going to do it to our Fitness to a Beat class. So you could get exercise on the drumming if you want. But it's going to be a really good event, and we're very excited, and we'll have a lot of members there coming to thank Myers. So please come and do that. So thank you. And I'll be bugging you for that.
I already wrote a note. I might even email you before you email me.
I would love that.
Okay?
a couple other things on the list here. I just wanted to remind you that we're interviewing for Hannah's position, the farmers market coordinator. We've done several interviews, kind of moved it down to the second interview process where we'll be bringing people in for second interviews with the advisory board next week. And then also there, Christy and Hannah are both at the open house for the winter market this evening. So that's at the Star Jeanette building this evening. And our winter market is just around the corner. So November 1st at the Star Jeanette building, we will be having our winter market. And so, you know, our market does not end. We are year-round. We're only closed 3 weeks out of the year, believe it or not. People don't realize that our market stands strong all year long. So I just wanted to highlight that real quick.
And again, the farmer's market is doing so well.
It is. We want to continue that momentum, make sure we get someone in here to continue that. So see what we can do.
Any other questions about any other departments, excuse me? Board concerns and comments. Delegation correspondence, old business, new business.
So what I have before you is a approval of an internal category transfer in the amount of $13,437.33. This is the remainder that we have in the capital account left over from the McBride account. We are going to need to transfer that into our miscellaneous revenue. That will help with our cash balance in 2025 and our cash flow needs in going into this year's budget. So this is one of those items that will definitely help with our 2025 and 2026 budget cash flows. So that is why I have that before you.
Any questions about the transfer? Entertain a motion to transfer the amount from the McBride account to general
It's out of the capital account
Capital
into
account.
park miscellaneous
in the
income.
amount of $13,437.33.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any other business? Entertain a motion for adjournment.
I move to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned.
I don't get a saying.